Hello, agency owners. My name is Justin Streaks, and in this video, we'll be talking about how recruitment agencies can sign 3 to 5 clients in the next 90 days by building an AI automated lead generation system. In this video, you will learn the exact steps on how to build an automated system that allows you to win clients on autopilot. As far as the agenda for today, I'm going to have a quick introduction about myself, why it's the best system to run to acquire clients. We're going to hop into my actual automation account, and I'm going to show you a detailed step-by-step. And by the end of this video, you'll have every tool and step to build this on your own. As far as who this video is for and who it is not for, this video is for you if you run a recruitment business. This video is not for people who own SaaS businesses or e-commerce. This is specifically for recruitment agency owners. This video is for you if you want to add an automated system that allows you to generate 5 to 20 qualified sales calls every month. This video is for you if you want and have the capacity to sign 3 to 5 new clients in the next 90 days. And lastly, this video is for you if the vast majority of your sales opportunities and clients have only come from word of mouth and referrals. But I would like to say this video is not for everyone. So this video is not for you if you don't run a recruitment business, right? Again, this is not for SaaS or e-commerce business, specifically for recruitment. This video is not for you if you don't have the capacity to sign new clients in the next 90 days. This video is not for you if you don't believe in hyper-personalized cold email. And lastly, this video is not for you if you think personalized cold email is spamming or illegal. So in case we haven't met yet, my name is Justin Streaks. I'm the founder of LeadNexus.ai, an AI lead generation agency for recruitment agencies. And my story actually began as a recruitment agency owner myself. And I was struggling to consistently find clients and sign them. And this really led me down a rabbit hole of trying every single lead generation tactic you can think of. And it wasn't until I found this system that really allowed me to consistently book calls on my calendar, but more importantly, automatically. And this is why I've made it my mission to help recruitment agencies create an automated system to generate 5 to 20 calls in the next 30 days, allowing you to sign 3 to 5 clients in the next 90 days. And in this video, I'll be running you through the exact steps you need to take. So as far as the AI automated lead generation system, this is how it works. How it works is similar to a lot of other agencies on how they run, but we do it a little bit differently. So we're going to target companies with open jobs. And yes, again, every recruitment agency runs this play, but this is how we differentiate. Number one, hyper-personalized mass email through AI automation. So we're going to scrape the job listings to personalize each individual email tailored to the job requirements. And the result of this is it actually looks like a human is spending time, at least 30 minutes, to look at the job description and tailor each email to the exact needs of the prospect. Number two on why this works is speed to lead. As soon as a new job is posted, we have scraped it and we have sent an email immediately. And this is a new system that the vast majority of agencies just aren't using. You can think of this like having 20 sales reps writing personalized email for each individual job post. And what happens if your emails are not hyper-personalized? Number one, you're going to see lower reply rates. Who are you more likely to reply to? The person who writes a personalized email tailored to your specific needs, or a generic email that doesn't feel like you even read the job description? And number two, you just won't stand out. Truly, anyone can put up a website and run a simple generic email campaign and look like every other recruiter. Hiring managers and owners' inboxes are full of these types of emails. And hyper-personalized mass email is how you're going to stand out. And number three, a lot of people don't talk about this, but when email providers like Outlook or Google see you're sending the same message that's not personalized over and over, you have a higher likelihood of being marked as spam, and you won't hit the prospects' inboxes. And truly, you are wasting money if your emails are not hitting the inbox. So now that you know how this whole process works, let's hop into my automation tools, and I'm going to show you an exact step-by-step on how you can build this. Okay, so what we're looking at here is the main automation tool we'll be using. It is called Clay. Now you'll see here, we'll start with actually scraping the data from each of the job listings in LinkedIn, and we're going to be using a web scraper called Appify. From there, we're going to collect all of the data. We're also going to find their emails. Then from there, we're going to use AI to summarize the job description to pinpoint the most important things they're looking for, as well as normalizing the job title for email. And then we're also going to push this to Smartly, which is the way we'll be sending out these mass emails. And then from there, this is what it'll look like. It'll be, hi, Marissa, or first name, read through the job description for the director of clinical recruitment you're hiring for. You mentioned 5+ years of healthcare product management and care delivery experience. And with this part, we got this through scraping the job description, right? People who are your competitors, they are literally going through each of the job listings and creating a manual email like this, right? You're not going to be able to do this in a mass production way if you're not using a web scraper or AI in order to scrape that job listing and create an email. And then lastly, we have our CCA, where it's saying, not sure if the role has been filled or not, but I've got a few candidates that fit the requirements. Can I share the details with you? And then once I respond, obviously, you're in business. Now, let's start from ground zero. We're going to get pretty granular here. So make sure you have a notebook or something to write with. and we'll get started. Okay, so here we see the first tool we'll use. It is called the Advanced LinkedIn Job Scraper, and we're going to use it to scrape each of the job listings. Now you can get it from Appify, and the first step is to actually go to LinkedIn and go ahead and get your cookie. And you can find this using the cookie editor Chrome extension. So we'll go back, go to the extension, you're going to export, copy the JSON, you're going to go back to the Appify tool, and you're going to copy your cookie here. Okay. Then after that, we can go and search the job. So to go to jobs, you'll just click here, and you can see we're doing software development in California, and I sort by most recent. You can put in your own experience level, entry level, associate, whichever you want. I don't touch anything here, but for all filters, I like to sort by most recent. From there, you will copy the job listing URL, and you will copy it here. I like to put these on so you get the most amount of data on the job listing. Here you can set on how many records you want to scrape. So I'm just going to do 100 since this is just a test. You want to make sure your proxy is set for United States under data center. And then we can go ahead and create a task. All right. Now we're just going to call it software development in Cali. All right. Press continue. Make sure it looks good. Okay, now once you create that task, go to your save tasks. Click here. Once it over to make sure it looks good. Looks like these were toggled off. And you want to make sure that this is set to whichever record. And you can press save and start. Now it's going to start running. Found my LinkedIn account, and it's just going to crawl through each of the job listings. But I won't bore you. I will skip through this. Okay, now that Appify has scraped that data, now we need to connect it to Clay so we can manipulate that data. Now to get the API from Appify, you're going to go to settings. You're going to go to API integrations. You're going to copy your API key. And then once you copy that, you'll go over to Clay. And to get to this connection screen, you just go here, settings, then connections. You'll type in Appify, and we're going to put in that key that we just copied. Okay. Add connection. Appify. It's our API key. We'll save it. I like to test the account and save just to make sure it's correct. All right, there we go. Great. Now it is time for the fun part. So now we'll go back to our templates. Now this is where we create the automation. So we have that data, so let's create a table. We're going to create it from the Appify data. So we're going to import data from Appify Actor. Job search scraper. The Appify task, if you remember, we named it Software Dev in Cali. Click here, press continue. It'll be a new blank table. Okay, now you can see here we have all of our data in here. So we can click on a record to start making some columns. So to put them in, we'll take the job link. All right, you can see it comes right here. We're going to take the company name. We'll take the description text. We're going to be using this to create the email. So we'll just rename this job text. We'll do job description. We'll take the company description. We're going to use this to get rid of all the recruitment agencies because we don't want to reach out to them. And then we also want headcount. Sometimes it doesn't show, so you'll have to go into a different record. So let's see if this comes up here. There we go. We'll need this employee count, and this will allow us to get rid of all the companies that are too large, and we don't reach out to those companies. We don't want to reach out to a Facebook or an Apple. Like, they don't need recruiting. So let's put this into our column. And lastly, we're going to add the company LinkedIn URL. And the first thing we will be doing is actually removing all the companies that do not fit our ICP. Okay, so the way we're going to filter out the companies that are just too large, like the Facebooks and Apples, we're going to filter them out using the size, fit, and exclude function. Now, the way we're going to build this is by adding a new column. We're going to press select, to rename it, size fit, edit the column. Then we're going to create the function using AI. Now we're just going to say if employee count is greater than or equal to 1,000, output exclude, right? And similarity, we're going to say if employee count is less than 1,000, output size fit. Okay. Now we're going to check that. I'm checking the formula. You can see here, size fit, not a size fit, has over 6,000 people. So output is correct. Now it'll populate there. Now it's going to add a color to it. So if it's a size fit, I want to be green. And for the excludes, be red. Save the setting. Now that we have those, we're going to filter them out. So go to size fit and equal to size fit. All right. Great. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to remove all the companies that are recruitment agencies, as we don't want to reach out to those people. Now, the way we're going to do this is by using an enrichment called scores. So we're going to add a score to all the ones that have a recruitment agency in their company description or staffing, those type of keywords. Now we'll go to add enrichment, type in scores. Number of scoring criteria can just be 1. Now, for this, you want to do contains text. Now for the keywords, we're going to put in all of the keywords that are associated with recruitment or staffing or talent acquisition, anything like that. So we'll do recruitment, do staffing, do talent acquisition, do jobs. Okay, we'll stop there, but you get the idea. For scores, you want to enter a score for each keyword that you have. So recruitment, staffing, talent acquisition, jobs. We have 4 of those in there. So we'll do 10, 10, 10, 10. And if any of these have any of these keywords, they will get a score of 10. And that's how we're going to be able to remove them. So we're going to create a small condition. So we'll do run settings. And we're only going to run if it's a size fit. Size fit equals size fit. Okay. We're going to generate the formula to check. Okay, size fit, yes, yes, yes. Output is correct. Save formula. Continue to add fields. We're going to put this on score. And we're just going to save and run for 10 rows. You always want to test the first 10 rows before you do it for all of them, by the way. All right, so you can see we have all the scores here. The way we're going to filter out the recruitment agencies is by using that score. So we're going to go to filter. We're going to add a filter. We're going to go score. And we will only want the ones that have a score that are equal to 0, because that means they're not a recruitment agency. So we'll go 0. There we go. Now, the next part of this is actually finding the people and finding their emails to reach out to them. Now, the way we're going to do this is by going over here to actions. We're going to go to find more people. And we can actually filter down even more. So if we go to company attributes, you know how we just filtered down using that size fit? We can even do it even more here, but we already did it prior. But if you want to just double check, you can if you'd like. Here we'll do job title. So the people who we want to reach out to are the VPs, the CEOs, the owners, the hiring manager, directors, those type of people. So we will put in owner, partner, C-suite, VP, director, and we'll also do head. And you can also put in job functions here. You can also do the location. I recommend doing it in where you want to target. So I'm doing United States. Got to be in the United States. And then you can also limit your results, but we're not going to touch that. Now let's do preview people. Let's see who we got here. Okay, so from here, now you see we have all the people data, but we want to add some of the company data so we can use it in our copy. So some things we want to take are going to be the job title. So we'll name this job posting title. Create this column. We'll take the company name. We're going to take the job description. This is what we're going to use in our copy. Then we'll also take the company description. And we'll also take the company LinkedIn URL. Oops. Okay. Good. Now let's go ahead and find these emails. So what we'll do for this is we will do add enrichment. We'll do email. This one. Okay. And they'll be validated through zero bounce. We're going to just do the 10 rows. So you'll see here what it's doing. So essentially what it's doing is it's using all of these email providers. If this email provider does not find the email, it'll use this one. If it doesn't find that one, it'll use this one, and so forth. It's like a waterfall effect. And then it will spit out the final email right here, okay? All right, looks like we got all the emails. So now what we want to do is normalize all of the job titles. So for example, look at these. So here's all the job titles, right? So let's find one that looks a little wonky. So this is a good example of one we would definitely need to normalize. So this one says Principal Scientist, Computer-Aided Drug Design, CAD, right? We don't need that all in our email copy. We can make this a lot shorter and get straight to the point in our copy. So what we're going to do is use AI to normalize each of those job titles. So what we're going to do is use ChatGPT, and we're going to do add enrichment. And I have a template that normalizes the job titles, and I'll share it with you guys in a moment. So let me go grab it and paste it into this prompt. Okay, so I'm going to paste the prompt here. Now this is going to be the job title here for this variable. Job poster title. Then down here. Okay, and you can go ahead and copy that, but essentially it's just saying, hey, we want to make this 2 to 4 words, make it a normal matter, capitalize the first letter of each word, get the gist. Now we only want this to run if there's an email. So we're going to do use AI here. Say only run if email is not empty. Okay. Generate formula, just check. All right, it's not going to run because it's an empty email. So output is correct. Save. We're just going to do it for the first 10 rows. Okay, so now we can see all these job titles are normalized. They don't have a bunch of things that we don't need in our copy, right? They just look simple. Senior software engineer. Now what we're going to do is create copy based on the job description. Now I also have a template for that, but it's going to take the job description and just pinpoint the things that are most important about it, and we're going to use that in our email copy. Okay, so for this, we're going to use a tool called Anthropic. So we're going to go to add enrichment, AI, and pop up Anthropic. There we go. Click this. I also have a template for this, so I'm going to snag it and put it in this prompt, and I'll share it with you guys. So give me one moment. Okay, so I'm just going to paste this in the prompt. Now I just got to clean it up a bit. There we go. So this should be the job description for that first variable. Job description. Okay. All right. And I'll just let you pause here, but I'm going to scroll very slowly so you can just copy it. Okay, this one. All right, this one. And there you go. Okay, and same thing. We want to only have this run if the work email is there. So only run if email is not empty. Always check. All right, output is correct. Save formula. Again, we're going to run it for the 10 rows. Okay, so it's taking that entire job description, and so this is what's going to say. You mentioned 5 years technical program management and AWS cloud experience needed, and now we're going to use a combination of the normalized job title, the job requirements, email, first name, obviously, to create an email. So what we're going to do is use Smart Lead, and we're going to upload it there, and then we're going to create the copy. So what we need to do is do add enrichment. We have Smart Lead is what we're going to be using. We're going to do add lead campaign. Okay, this is my Smart Lead account. You would just do add here, make sure you get the API from Smart Lead, and I can show you real quick, but it's just under settings, then integrations, then API. It's very similar to what we just did in Appify. It's the same thing. So the campaign ID, I just made a test campaign. After that, it'll show the work emails, the email address we'll be taking, and then we want to create some custom fields. So we're going to be taking the normalized job description, normalized job title, and that is really all we need. So job title, okay, and they're also going to take job requirements. Okay. All right, just do a once over and check that you have everything. And this is just going to send to Smart Lead. And then in Smart Lead, we're going to actually create the email. And then in Smart Lead, we're going to create the emails with the variables that we're taking from here. Now we'll do save. We'll just do this first 10 rows. Okay, let's see if it runs. All right, awesome. It's added to the campaign. Now let's go over to the campaign and create the email. And then from there, that's pretty much it. Okay, so this is the last step. Now we've sent the lead from Clay to Smart Lead. And I wanted to mention that before you can start sending these leads from Clay, you have to have an existing campaign in Smart Lead. So make sure you set up a little test campaign in Smart Lead that'll allow you to connect the two. Now, this is what the email looks like. It says, hey, first name, read through the job description for job title, that it has a job experience, which was the job description that we shortened down and just took out the pieces that were most important. And then it says, not sure if this role has been filled or not, but I have a few candidates that fit the job description. Can I share the details with you? Now let's look at a preview of one. Okay, so here's one. This is more for an executive role. This one says, hey, Nicholas, read the job description for the Vice President of Research. You mentioned experience with web apps, TypeScript, and data visualization tools. Not sure if this role has been filled or not, but I've got a few candidates that fit the job description. Can I share the details with you? And really, that's it. Next is just making sure you have good email practices. So simple things like setting up your DMARC, DKIM, and SPF settings are going to be crucial to make sure that your emails are going to the inbox. Making sure you're not sending out thousands of emails. You want to make sure you have a bunch of different domains and then a bunch of different inboxes sending around 20 to 30 emails per day. But Smart Lead allows you to have them all together, sending out thousands of emails for you. So that's about it. If you watch through this entire video and implement everything I shared with you, you will be able to create your own AI automated lead generation system for your recruitment agency. However, building out this process might take you between 20 to 30 hours up front. And once you have it built out, you'll still need to test some things in order to make sure that it's working correctly. And you might spend 3, 6 months, even a year testing out different things to make sure it's working correctly. Now, you could do that, or you could work with us where we build out the entire system done for you, meaning you don't lift a finger. And we build out the system where it'll work from day one, saving you a bunch of headache and time because it'll be working from the get-go. So if you are looking to build an automated lead generation system for your business that'll be able to get you 3 to 5 clients in the next 90 days, I've included a link to my calendar below where we can set up a time to jump on a quick Zoom call, and I'll run you through exactly how we'll set this up for your business. So with all that being said, thank you for watching the video, and I'll talk to you soon.